So, as I said, I'm excited to dig into this with you. But first of all, let's look at our quote of the day. So our quote of the day comes from this episode, and it is John the Baptist talking to his executioners right before he is beheaded. And if you know the story, he's beheaded at the request of Herod Antipas because of the Queen Herodias' daughter dancing before him, and he was pleased with her to the point where he said to her, I will give you anything you want, up to half of the kingdom. And of course, Herodias hates John the Baptist because John the Baptist confronted Herod and said, you should not have Herodias to be your wife. She was your brother Philip's wife, and you are committing sin by having her. And then he threw him into prison, but we read that he would often listen to John, and he found him intriguing and even entertaining to a certain degree. But John has just been sitting in prison for quite a while, and I think last season on The Chosen we saw the time when John sent disciples to Jesus to ask the question, are you the Messiah, or do we seek someone else? And Jesus came back with this reply. He said, the deaf hear, the lame walk, and the dead are raised. And that was assurance to John that Jesus was indeed the Messiah. John already knew it, but he needed assurance. And it was a good reminder to us that God meets us in our doubt. But this quote that John the Baptist says here when speaking to his executioners is, I've never been to a wedding banquet, but I'm on my way to one. And this is a very clear allusion to the marriage supper of the Lamb. And I am looking forward to that day as well, because I know that when the marriage supper of the Lamb happens, I will be in heaven and my body will be healed, and there will be no wheelchairs necessary or even allowed into heaven. And I'm excited for that day.